Hi there, I welcome you to day 23. Now, the topic for today is how to ask questions using the present continuous tense. Yesterday, we did the same topic, but that was just generally as to how you could ask questions. Now, this one is more to do with the present continuous tense. And what is the present continuous tense? It is an action that is ongoing and that is happening right now. That is the present continuous tense. So something that's happening right now, an action that you're talking about, you would employ this. Before we plunge into the topic, let's take a look at the short description that we learned yesterday. So what you use, okay, what is the word that you use to refer to things? So if you want to talk about things, then you will say what. If you want to talk about a place, you will say where. If you want to talk about the time, you will say when. If you want to talk about the reason, you would say why. If you want to talk about a person, you would say who. If you want to talk about the quantity or how to do something, then when you would say how. So all these are the question words, the questionable words, and these are the reasons as to what word you would use according to the reason. And let's take a look at the first word, what. When you want to say what, it literally means that you're referring to a thing, correct? So what is followed by the formula is am plus is or are. You employ one of these words plus the subject and then the verb in the base form. So when you want to ask about something, you will say what. Okay, what is she doing right now? Maybe before this, she was doing something else. Let's say, for example, she was reading a book before. So the parent is wanting to know what is she doing right now? Maybe before she was reading a book, but now what is she doing? And that is why they're employing the word what. If they are asking what are they watching, let's say the kids were watching cartoon all this while, and suddenly they flipped the channel and now they're watching FTV. And so the parents are wanting to know what are they watching now? Maybe before they were watching, but we need to keep an eye on them from time to time, right? The third question is what is he eating right now? Meaning which, let's say he had a heavy lunch, okay, but they know that the child will definitely snack on something, so they're wanting to know what is the child eating. So in spite of having a heavy lunch, what is he eating right now? Maybe he's snacking on something. And if you want to know anything about a thing, then you employ the word what. The next formula is where. If you want to use the word where, which means you want to know about a place. Okay, so where, the formula is where plus am, is, or are, any one of these three verbs followed by the subject and then the verb in the base form. So where, if you want to know about a place, then you will say, where are you going? For example, let's say you're going to go out, okay, and your mom is asking, okay, where are you going? All this while you're inside the house and suddenly you're stepping out. Where are you going? And the next one is, where is she sleeping? As in, like, until such time she might have been sleeping on the couch, but the person is really worried. Okay, is she going to continue to sleep on the couch or is she going to go to the bed and sleep? So where is she sleeping? Okay, so right now, where is she sleeping? Before she was on the couch, now where is she? That's the point. So where are they playing? Maybe they're playing in the garden or they're playing at the beach house. We don't know where. But at this moment, present time, where are they playing? That's what they want to know. Another word is, questionable word is when. So if you use the word when, it means you want to know the time, maybe the date or the time. So when refers to time, and when is, the formula is when is followed by am, is, or are. One of these three words followed by the subject and then the verb in the base form. So when is he meeting Mr. Branson? Maybe Mr. Branson is his reporting authority and he has a specific time to go and meet somebody, right? You just can't walk into somebody's office and then expect to meet the other person. So when exactly, what time or which date, when is he exactly going to meet Mr. Branson? That's what they're wanting to know. When are you celebrating your birthday? Maybe your birthday is today and you don't have money. So you're planning to celebrate your birthday at the end of the month. Once you get your salary, you could probably celebrate it. So even though it's your birthday today, you're not going to celebrate it because of financial constraint. And hence, you're going to postpone it. So when exactly, what date, what is the time? That's what they're wanting to know here. When are you going to the party? The party usually starts after 7 p.m. Somewhere it runs along till 3 a.m. in the morning. So what time exactly are you going to go to the party? Are you going to walk in at 7 p.m., 9 p.m., 11 p.m.? totally up to you. What time are we going to go to the party? So when you want to know the time specifically, then you could say when. Now the next form is why. If you want to employ the word why, it means you want to know the reason as to why that's happening. Okay, so why, the formula is you employ it with am, is, or are, any one of these words, followed by the subject and then the verb in the base form. So why? Now, if let's say the parents are wanting to know why are the children shouting? So long they were quiet. Suddenly they are like shouting. So let's say the children saw a cockroach, and so the parents are asking, why are they shouting? So when you want to know the reason, then you would employ the word why. Let's say the baby is crying. Why is he crying now? It's like being crying all morning. So now what is it? What is the reason as to why he's crying now? So they will employ the phrase, I'm sorry, why is he crying? Okay, now, why am I still talking to you? Let's say you're not talking to your sister. You've fought with her and you like been without speaking to her for a very long time. All of a sudden, you just forget about something that had happened and you go up and you talk to her. And only after you talk to her, you now realize, oh, I was like angry with her. I'm not supposed to be talking to her, right? Sometimes this happens even with couples, correct? So then you can say, why am I talking to you? Like now they want to know the reason as to why they're talking, because hitherto they weren't talking. The next word that you can employ is who, and when you say who, it means you want to find out which person. Who refers to a person. And so the formula for who is am, is, or are, one of these three verbs, followed by the subject and then the verb in the base form. So when you want to say who, it refers to a person. So who is she waiting for? Maybe she's waiting for a boyfriend. She's sitting in the lobby and waiting for somebody. Who is she waiting for? The employer is asking. And then he's saying like she's waiting for her boyfriend. So that's when you say who. Who are you talking to? You're on the road with your dad, and suddenly you stop and you talk to a stranger. So your dad is like all puzzled, wanting to know who this stranger is, who is the stranger you are talking to? So he's asking, who are you talking to? And let's say, who are they jogging with? This happens mostly when you are going, in a group, or let's say you're going with your folks, then your parents will be worried, real worried, if you suddenly start jogging with another person, a total stranger especially. So your parents are asking, who are they jogging with now? Like, two children going together, and then suddenly another person, a third person is also in the group, and three of them are jogging all together. So now the parents are worried, especially if they can't recognize a person. If they're strangers, then they'll be worried and they will ask, who are they jogging with now, this moment? Okay. The next word that you can employ is how. How, when you use it, means quantity. They want to know what quantity or how to do something. So how, the structure is, the formula is how plus am, is, or are, followed by the subject and then the verb in the base form. How, when you say you want to ask the quantity or you want to know how to do something. How are you doing today? Maybe you were sick all this while. Let's say you were sick for a week, and then suddenly I'm meeting you, and then I will ask you, how are you doing today? Meaning I'm wanting to know how's your health? How are you recovering? How are you coping with things? Okay, so that's when I use the word how. How is she fixing it? Let's say, she broke a vase. Let's say my friend came to the house, she broke the vase. Now the vase is broken, but my mom, is really fond of that vase. So I've given her the glue and I've given her certain things where she can stick back the vase together. Okay, so my mom is like, she doesn't know that I've given her the glue. So my mom is asking like, how is she fixing it? How is she going to do it? She's just curious because she likes the vase and she wants it to be fixed. So she's asking, how is she fixing it? And I would say, yeah, she's going to use glue to fix the vase. Understood? How many apples are you going to buy? Let's say you want to make an apple tart, and you can't make an apple tart with just two apples, can you? So you at least need a minimum of 12, which is a dozen of apples. So how many apples are you buying? I'm just curious to know, because it's quantity and that has an impact on what you're going to do. So now that we've come to the last session of, today's work, and today is the 23rd day, so the topic is you need to talk for a minimum of 3 to 5 minutes, and the topic is you're on your way to your house. Okay, en route is a borrowed word. It's a French word. Nevertheless, people have started using this in, renowned newspapers, magazines. You will see this word en route, which means on the way. It's a French word, en route. Okay, en route. Very good. So en route means you're on the way to your home and your car got sabotaged. Now, sabotaged means you are stopped on purpose. You're obstructed from going through. Maybe, you have a flat tire. Someone has really purposely put something there so that you have a flat tire, or someone has stopped you with, showing at gunpoint or something like that. I'm just giving you an extreme scenario. So you've been stopped in the middle of the road and it's near a dense forest. So how would you handle the situation? What would be your plan of action? Mentally, at least. Okay, just tell us, even if it's imagine, if it has never happened to you, we want you to imagine and tell us just a plan of action. The idea is we're not trying to judge you, but we want you to think and we want you to start speaking on hypothetical situations. Hypothetical situations means these might never happen to you. You might not even encounter it. But if you ever encounter it, then you will know how to act because you're already thinking about it now. Okay, so plan wisely and then talk. We're trying to, evaluate you on your speech, on what are the choice of words you're using, what is your vocabulary, how are you articulating it, how are you framing your structure, your sentences, how are you pronouncing things, and that is what we're worried about. We're not worried about the part that you are wanting to say something. Anyway, if you do well, then yes, you're going to get a pat on the back. I will see you all in another video. Thank you so much for watching. You have yourself a wonderful day. Bye for now.